is in high demand. Talk of, crops like maize. It features in almost all our daily meal that we eat.
Carbohydrates.
Thank you. And the maize, we have the yellow and the white. You see, people have to be so much aware of what they are going to do. The yellow and the white. The white is usually what we use for our banku and things. The yellow is what the livestock farmers love a lot. The poultry guys and others. So even before you till your land and grow that maize, be able to identify which one am I going for and who am I selling to. Don't just go and produce maize because you see somebody having 100 acres of maize farm. But beyond just maize, there are target people to sell maize.
So look for information.
Thank you. Educate yourself. Visit other farmers and be able to know exactly where you're heading. So maize is the cassava is one of the huge commodities that people are looking for. From starch to the gari to the cassava flour, many things is being used,
When I say cassava, my mind goes to fufu.
Beyond your fufu, there are a lot of things you can do from cassava. The soya bean, coconut. I got a client from UK recently who wanted enough dry coconut to buy from Ghana. In fact, every month he wanted a 40-footer container. But
that's much coconut.
Yes, but we do not have enough in the system.
Please, does this person still want the 40-footer container?
If I'm ready to give him a client, a supplier,
so again, here on today's show, we're putting it out there.
Yes.
Get in touch with Count on Crops.
Yes.
In this period of, agribusiness, we want to make it practical to our listeners and to Ghanaians. We are not just teaching you principles of business. We want you to do practical things that will help your business. So again, there's another lead for the supply of a 40-footer container worth of, is it dry or is it fresh coconut? Or?
No, the dry one.
The dry coconut.
Wants the dry one.
We are looking for a 40-footer container of dry coconut. Get in touch with Multimedia. Get in touch with Count on Crops.
He's looking for the dry one to
And
buy.
when you are done, come back here and tell us on the show. So that other people can begin to see that we're making traction.
Yeah. So coconut is one of the things that you can look at and invest your money into it. Coconut has a lot of benefit. There is no part of coconut you can throw away.
It's like the palm, isn't
it? Thank you. I'm moving to palm. Coconut, you get a lot from coconut.
Yeah.
So if you're into coconut farming, I bet you that you would make your money. Depending, you get the hybrid or the quality seedling, you take care of it well. You see, farming is like a human being. Don't leave your farm in the bush and expect the best out of it. Make sure you monitor your farm.
Pay attention to it.
Thank you. The agronomy practices have to be on point. And you get the best out of it.
And so get help before you start.
Thank you.
Don't just say, oh, my friend was doing oranges, so I've got a land. I'm great. You don't even know the seedlings.
No.
You don't know the soil type.
Yes.
You don't know. Invest into it. Ask questions.
It's very important.
There are people whose job it is to provide that information.
That
so
information,
ask questions.
guidance for you to do and do it right.
Indeed.
So it's very important. Coconut, you can, oil palm, you mentioned you can do that. Mangoes, you can, the green mangoes, it is always a spot. I know a friend who always export green mangoes from Ghana to other European countries and they consume it. So you can consider mango. Our tomatoes, we always eat. Our onions, our chilies, the bird eye is what we export a lot out of this country. So you can consider, your cucumbers, it's all part of some of the things you want to do. And when it comes to the livestock farming, pork. Tell me, if I walk through down here to down here, I will see a pork joint.
I'm telling you.
I will see a pork joint. So when it comes to the livestock farming, pork is one thing
we have
you
a
can
fetish.
look at.
You know how we used to have a fetish with keep clubs back in the day?
Yes.
And then it came to fruits in Ghana. I think now it's pork.
It is. Every joint you will see pork and fried yam, you buy and enjoy. So livestock, you can look at that. Your goat, your sheep, your rabbit and grass cutter. If you see the people's interest in grass cutter, it's amazing.
Back in the day, you would only get grass cutter if you were traveling on the roads.
Okay, now
you get it by the roadside.
Now we are making it
now
domestic.
People are rearing grass cutter
in the house. Exactly. It's an animal that does not make noise. It doesn't disturb. So if you have a small space wasting away and it's your home, or even it's a rented place and your landlord doesn't mind, just get the structures put together and start your grass cutter farm. It's about time we create job for ourselves in our Greek. Because if you're seated there and complaining about, I don't have money, who will put money in your pocket? There is money staring in your face and you have to take a step to be able to make that money.
Indeed.
Find problems and get solutions for such problems and you move on.